Hey, it's Rock here. I wanted to go through the suspended animation golf swing theory and go through some anatomical terms and explain what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. So let's start with the left arm. So basically your left arm, you have your shoulder joint, your forearm, your hands, your wrists. So basically what I'm doing is, I'm taking my shoulder joint and I'm externally rotating it, okay? So there's two options. I can externally rotate it this way or I can internally rotate it that way. So I'm externally rotating it this way. All right? So then what I do is I pronate my hand. So you can see my hand is down. And then I palmar flex my hand and ulnar deviate my wrist. So my wrist, that'd be ulnar deviation, that's radial deviation. I ulnar deviate my wrist. So the reason I do that is very simple. When you do that, you're at the limit of your shoulder joint. Your shoulder joint is fully externally rotated. Your forearm, you're at the limit, fully pronated, hand down. Then you palmar flex, ulnar deviate your wrists, and then look, you got the face perfectly square. All right? There's nowhere else for this thing to go. It's right there. All right? So if I did the opposite and internally rotated my shoulder, supinated my hand so it's hand up, there's nowhere way to get that club square again. I'm down here. There's just no manipulation I can do with my wrist to get it there. All right. So if I pronate my hand and then palmar flex, ulnar deviate my wrist with an internally rotated shoulder joint, yeah, I can get it square, but the issue is when I come through, I can't hold that thing in internal rotation. It just can't be done. So I have to do some kind of manipulation to get it through impact. With an externally rotated shoulder and pronated hand, and like this, when I come through, I can just fold. I just fold my arm, and it folds, and it's externally rotated, so I don't have to do anything different. And that's the key with suspended animation. I'm not doing anything with my arms, shoulders, wrists, anything. Right when I get set up, I'm in position to hit, and that's the beauty of it. That's why I designed it. I designed it so there's nothing you need to do. You don't have to think about it. You just set up and you hit it. So if I'm hitting a little chip or a putt or anything, I do the same thing. All right. So that's kind of the why of why I configure my left arm the way it does, the way I do. So again, external rotation that way with the shoulder joint, forearm, pronation, palm down, wrist, ulnar deviation, palmar flexion. Get the hand in position, the face is square. It's a beautiful thing. All right, right arm. I do external rotation. I have a grip where I have this hand on the club. All right. I don't have overlap. I don't do interlock. I don't do that. I grab it like that. So external rotation. On this arm, I got supination. So palm up, and then I take my hand and form it into the grip. So like that. All right. So it's like that, and that's my grip. All right. So both arms are working independently, but together. The only thing that makes them together is the fact that they're both holding the club, but they're separate. They're both separate. All right. So now I have a limit established. The face of this club has nowhere to go. I have it in a configuration where the only way that I can, get it to hook or to go this way is I got to change something. I got to either let go of my wrists. I got to do something like that so it flips over. I got to do something to get out of this configuration to not have that face be square when I want it an impact. All right, so that's kind of my arm configuration. So now when I set up to it, I'm in this configuration. All right, so this is what it looks like. Then when I go back, I maintain it. My right arm bends, but I'm still, my shoulders, my arms, forearms, wrists, everything are doing the same thing. Right arm folds like that. There's no wrist. It's still same uncocked position or older deviated wrist here. Still the same. I come down and I'm right square, perfectly square. Then I come through. This left shoulder joint still externally rotating, comes through all the way to the finish, like that. All right. So why am I doing that? The reason why is, so I'm keeping the configuration the same, and as I said, it's so no matter what shot I'm hitting, a putt or a 280 yard drive, I'm doing the same stuff. All right. So if I go back like this, I didn't change any of my arm configuration. Yeah, my right shoulder's bending like that, right? Then I get in here and I have to change directions. So I go like that, my hands go slightly over the top, like that, and I come in to impact. All right, so if I take my left armpit and I go down and out and to my right, then I'm in a good position to hit. Now if I go like this and have my left armpit high, now I'm in a bad position, and the only way I can get back is I got to go like this, which that's not what I want to do. So I have an arm configuration, but I still have to move my body in such a way that I can use that arm configuration without manipulation of it. So the way I do it is I go left shoulder, left armpit, down, to the left, to the right, and forward. Like that, over the top, and I'm in position to hit. So that's a big key. So what I feel like during my swing is my arms are totally relaxed, they're in configuration. I know that I'm going to hit it straight if I just maintain that. And all I do is just maintain it by nice soft arms. And then I have my body, what it feels like it's falling my arms. My left armpit's falling, it's falling. Then it starts feeling like my right armpit starts falling. It's still, my shoulder joint here is still an external rotation. My right forearm is still supinated. And then I just keep turning into the ball, and I'm right in position to hit. All right. So that's what I do, and that's how I do it, and why I do it the way I do it. All right. So we got it all set up. Let's do it from this view so you can see it. All right. So I'm in position. I go back, left armpit down, then I change direction, hit. All right. So from the back view, all right, so that's what it looks like. So I wanted to get that out there, how I'm configuring my arms, why I'm doing what I'm doing. And, I really feel like it's very simple. I'm having a lot of success with my friends, working with them on it. They really love it, the simplicity of it. And I want to get it out there, keep getting it out there with the hope that eventually golfers will see the simplicity and the benefit of swinging like this and get the belief that, keeping it simple is really good. And although your body is extremely complex with all these joints, wrist joint, elbow joint, shoulder joint, neck joint, I mean, there's all kinds of joints. Just because it's very complex doesn't mean that you can't keep it simple, but the details of the body are really important. So I really stress that you learn, how your body functions, what it can do, and come up with a configuration that, works well for you. So, again, it's just what I like to do is just get that external rotation, pronation, palm reflection, ulnar deviation in the wrist. When I go back, I feel like my left armpit here is going down to my right and forward like that. So my arm is really, this is called horizontal adduction, ADD, adduction. So it's bringing it towards me here. And then when I come back down like this, my arm starts moving away. It's abduction, abduction. So, my left arm does swing up. All right, it swings up. So it's in this kind of configuration. So I don't stop it here. I keep going in the horizontal adduction for as long as I can. And so I have a, really very well formed, muscle right in here. And that, so I don't have it pinned here the whole time. I allow my left bicep here to go up and get my arms swinging. So my arms are independent. They're independent from my body. Swinging, come through, and they're like that. All right, so my arms are totally independent. The connection point is my armpits, my chest, my lats, all these big muscles here are functioning during my swing, both the left and the right side. As I said before, my backswing, my primary field, is I feel, my left pec, the left side over here functioning, armpit, lats, everything. I feel that. And then when I start my downswing, start feeling, my left side, everything working, shoulders and external rotation, and I hit through. All right, so extension of my arm, my right arm through it, and I hit. So I hope this helps. I hope you see, why you want to do this, why you want to understand your body, work on the different configurations that you can do, and prove it to yourself. I mean, that's what I did. I tried every combination of shoulder joint, my forearm, my wrists, my body, everything, every combination of things. And my goal was to find a configuration that would work, putting, chipping, pitching, irons, woods, everything. Any condition in tournament play, wherever I was on the universe, this would work. And I found it. It works well for me. I hope it works well with you. Good luck. And if you need any help with anything, don't hesitate to send me an email, give me a shout out on my YouTube channel. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Have a good one. See you. Bye.